Hey there everybody, this is Scott at Standy Ground Studio, and today I have a quick Zika update for you. On August 26th, that's this past Friday, an announcement was made by the FDA that since a small amount of blood donations were reportedly tainted with the Zika virus, they would have to test the entire U.S. blood supply going forward. So I have an article on the screen from Reuters, and they go into it. I'm going to post links to everything below so I don't read everything to you, but like they mentioned here, testing is to begin immediately in Florida and Puerto Rico, where there's the most direct impact going on right now. It's going to expand to 11 states near areas with local transmission or high rates of travel-related infections within the next 4 weeks, and the rest of the country must comply within 12 weeks, which puts the deadline near the end of November. Here's the FDA announcement right here, again, August 26th. A lot of the articles I read kind of repeat themselves. It's the same story over and over again about what it is and why it's a threat. To me, this, like everything Zika-related, has all the potential to make more problems. I, for one, do not believe the narrative of Zika at all, and this update right here points to a warning I've given in the past, which is that problems without borders demand solutions without borders. That's why they're created in the first place, and that's the main threat that I see through all of Zika, but especially right here. That and the paranoia the media is driving into everyone because it's time to spray ourselves with whatever we can find. We're getting sprayed from overhead, too. And it's probably best just to not to go outside if you've been told that you're in an infected area. And jumping over here, I'll post this too. So the narrative is telling me that the mosquitoes down in Miami are supposedly contained within this magical yellow box right here. But you know the narrative is going to have it expand over time. Mosquitoes and travelers and blood supply can show up anywhere in the nation or in the world at any time, of course. And if you scroll through this video here, down in Miami, they show there's conflicting reports going on, so I understand there's some conflict in what people are reporting, but they're also mentioning the schools in these areas, and they're just showing how everyone has to being handed bug sprays and being given new uniforms with long pants and long sleeves. And then you have this woman here talking about how she has to consider every time her and her kids walk out her own door, are they covered up, should they wait? And you can tell the level of paranoia that they're creating. Lastly, this is an open-ended threat that the scientific community is learning to catch up with. So we already have a new update here that Zika might affect adult brains too. And supposedly it has to do with, it concerns memory and learning. And I'll post a link to this so you can read it yourself. But just a key point, Hung Do Lee of the Howard Hughes Medical Institute and the Rockefeller University in New York and colleagues used an experimental strain of mice for their tests. And according to their findings, our data therefore suggests that adult as well as fetal neural stem cells are vulnerable to Zika virus neuropathology. Thus, although Zika virus is considered a transient infection in adult humans without marked long-term effects, there may in fact be consequences of exposure in the adult brain too. So they're going to let the worry kind of build, and the breadth and the depth of this threat can build in any way at any time. And I'm sure it'll be controversial, and it'll never be a perfectly straightforward narrative. There's always conflict, there's always controversy, get people talking and arguing about it. But it is going to spread, at least in the minds of the people. So please be aware of what's going on with this. I know there's a lot more going on with this virus, but I wanted to report this development since I'm not seeing any channels I'm subbed to talk about it. Leave your opinions below. Whatever you do, please keep it civil, whether you believe in this or not. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and share this video.